Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video where today I survive 100 days in Hypixel Skyblock, which is actually not very hard. Obviously I've played Skyblock quite a bit before, so there shouldn't be too much that I don't know how to do, and just to clear up, this is not hardcore. If I do die, nothing happens. Now without any further delay, here we are in day number 1. The first thing I did was break the tree on my island so I could bridge to Jerry and get to the hub. I don't really have any goals in mind at this point, but I'll probably think of some the further we get. I click a load of NPCs to try and complete the quest. I'm not sure on locations at this point, so I'll do my best. My plan is to unlock the bazaar, and for that I need mining, farming and foraging to all be level 7. When I reached farming 7, I headed to the gold mines to get started on mining, and after not too much time, I finally had access to the deep caverns. I still can't believe they haven't fixed this glitch yet. The diamond mines have been graced by my presence. I honestly forgot about fairy souls, but this is my first one. I'll probably end up doing all of them in one go on a later day, but it is quite the process, so I don't know about that. I now have mining 7, 2 out of 3 complete, GG easy. I want an efficiency 5 diamond axe for foraging to ease the pain a bit, so that is what I should do. I bought a load of efficiency 1 books from the NPC and combined them into one efficiency 5 book. Heading back to the deep caverns because I need 27 levels to combine the book with the axe, and I spent pretty much the entire day down there. 27 levels later, my axe has been enchanted. On the beginning of day 4, I mined some wood and I'm enjoying my speedy axe. People that know life the game are spoiling my fun though. Look at this guy showing off with his jungle axe, all sorry. I'm missing my tree cap, to be honest, on my main profile. I bidded on a jungle axe because I remember that it was pretty good for early game. And foraging 7 has been accomplished and the bazaar has been unlocked. It's day 5 and my minions are jam-packed full of nice loot to collect. I kill a lot of helpless animals and unlock a few collections in the process. Doing such a cruel thing gave me an idea to unlock all of the collections. I farmed a bit more, then headed to the new mushroom desert to unlock a few more things. After I had farmed all but netherwort, I left and went to the deep caverns to get some more resources. It's day 6 and I've decided to purchase a grappling hook to make travelling a little bit less boring. I begin by collecting emeralds, slime balls and obsidian, and moving on to combat I managed to get gunpowder. After I died, I accidentally stood on the portal which sent me back to the gold mine. I decided to get easy collections today, which are birch, spruce, dark oak, acacia and jungle. I got ganged up on by a lot of zombies while heading to the spider's den. I decided to make a quick stop by grandma to get my free wolf pet. I then trick shot the skeleton and he never ever saw it coming. Bow! 90s all day every day. I got the promising shovel from this kind man over here before dying one more time. Day 8 is the day I enter the blazing fortress and I'm quite scared to say the least. Here we go. Continuing with my collection quest, I managed to get netherrack, glowstone, quartz and magma cream. I spent a very long time trying to get blaze rods and eventually gave up because I die just so easily. I decided to take a break from fighting on day 9 and make myself some chests to put some stuff away, sort some stuff out. Nothing much happened other than getting netherwort and my farming collection is now complete. I tried to get blaze rods again and finally, it was the best day of my life. I collected my minions once again and make a couple of furnaces to smelt my iron. I then decided to make a border around the edge of my island for some reason. Dying so much made me check the auction house for mushroom soup, and sadly even the magical one is too expensive. I plan on making my whole island a platform of cobblestone. Ender pearl collection acquired. On the dawn of day 11, I decided to finish the cobblestone border of my island, but not before hopping over a zombie. After I finished the cobblestone, I got another fairy soul on my travels. I farmed for a while. Quite a relaxed day really. I got a few more fairy souls and claimed the first tier of stat boost. Not much now, but after 200 of them, the stat boost will be very, very overpowered. I noticed that I need enchanting 5 to unlock the growth enchantment, which would help me with the whole death thing. Before I start getting enchanting XP, I decided to sell a load of stuff in my chest for some quick cash. Finally, I find the last 3 villagers at the hub, and I took nearly 10 minutes trying to find them all. But at long last, I found the final NPC. I continue my quests and talk to George the pet collector. I talked to Cat and then the carpenter. Decided to do a bit more farming, got another fairy soul. Life is good. Sheared a load of sheep for the wool weaver who needs a stack of wool. I honestly can't think what you need that much wool for. Maybe they're selling it to the Bedwars NPCs. Am I right? I planned on making a start on the cobblestone platform today, but it didn't take me long to realise that I can't afford all of the materials to make one solid square. I wanted to get some lapis armour, so I spent the rest of the day killing lapis zombies. I didn't have much luck, got a crystal and nothing else. But Enchanting 5 finally got here, arrived, only took 2 days, brand new clothing for tomorrow. Got some fire drip to try on. I began day 15 by purchasing my well-deserved growth armour. I decided to sell my prop 5 boots, got 2,000 coins for it, so not too bad I guess. Lots and lots of time went into killing lapis zombies and finally, after a long while, I got some lapis leggings. As you can see, I was very, very calm about this situation. I did the lapis miners quest and got a free compactor from him. That's going straight in the diamond minion. I spent a lot of time foraging on day 16, had some fun doing the races as well. I did the first race in 46 seconds, which is faster than the first 2 objectives. I then got given a hunter knife, which means I can shank people down! Bow, bow, bow! As the sun was setting, I unlocked the Spruce Minion. Day 17 began with me giving some minions extra storage. I yet again spent loads of time killing lapis zombies. Got some boots today. I contained my excitement a little bit better this time. Sharpness 4 on the sword should be pretty good. When I realised I lost 1,000 coins on death, I stood in silence for about 5 or 10 seconds trying to comprehend what just happened. Hopefully day 18 goes a bit better though. Thought of unlocking the jungle axe manually. It took me 10 minutes to realise that I could just spend much less time just mining 80 of each type of wood rather than mining 5,000 jungle wood. Progress was somewhat fast and it did end quite well. Made a lot of minions today and ended with a tier 1 of every wood minion. It's just that simple. I spent day 19 mining lots of oak wood, and that's basically it. On day 20 I switched up the oak wood for some birch wood for a refreshing change. I'm having just so much fun here. Not much else to say really. I spent a lot of time doing one task and it was f***ing boring. I then ended the day by placing an oak wood minion, would you believe it? I started day 9 plus 10 by emptying minions, then mining some coal for the auto smelters. I mined well over a stack to then realise that I only needed 1. My iron minion should be a lot less annoying now that it has an auto smelter on it. Upgraded my cobblestone minion a couple of tiers and then spent the rest of the day placing it on my island to make the platform bigger. Now over 3 weeks into Skyblock, I'm running out of ideas. I might have to do fairy souls soon. After collecting the minions, I make the drops into their enchanted form and sell all the loot. Decent amount of progress made on the platform today, but got bored eventually. I spent all of day 23 making progress on the cobblestone. I plan on doing fairy souls. As much as I don't want to do it, it just has to be done. Minions get collected again today. Not much else really happened. All I did was collect fairy souls for 10 days. Now time to claim all the stats for the fairy souls. What you are seeing on screen is about 175 souls being claimed. It's a beautiful sight to see. 600 base HP, not too bad at all. I decided to relax a bit today. Doing fairy souls is surprisingly tiring. I spent the whole day collecting minions and sorting my chest a little bit. I then made all of the minion loot into its enchanted form and sold it to the NPC. I ended the day with 157,000 coins in the bank. My goal for lapis armor is still not complete. After I collect the minions, I head to the deep caverns to kill lapis zombies, and after only 5 kills, I managed to get the chest plate, which I'd literally been dying for. I spent literally all day killing lapis zombies, and gradually got closer to having a full lapis armor set. During day 38 and 39, I just killed lapis zombies. That's all I did. The whole time. Day 40 is here, and I began by... Yeah, how did you guess that? After I did that, I sold the loot and then went to the deep caverns for combat XP to try and unlock the end. I have thought of an end goal, no pun intended, and I want to be able to one-tap a zealot by day 100, and I ended this fantastic day on combat level 10. I was still killing zombies on day 41, I want to unlock the end so badly. Rune crafting 5, yes! Day 42 started splendidly, dropping 2 minor armor pieces within seconds. I grinded out combat all day again, dropping another minus piece as the sun was setting. Day 43 was the same, killing zombies again, but at long last, we got it. The end was finally in sight. I was about to be on my way. After all that grinding, over 2,000 zombies had been killed. The end has finally been entered. I do a whopping 275 damage, which is very ideal for these endermen who have 4,000 HP. It's fairy soul time once again on day 45, and I began by purchasing some silent pearls, and then I'll be on my way. And I ended up getting 50 HP from it, which is extremely worth it in my opinion. Welcome to the Jerry Workshop. I'm here not to fight magma cubes, but to make some quick money on the gifts. I had to do my best to remember the locations while not using the gift compass, and I think I did fairly well. Fairy souls has also slipped my mind, so I decided to get those as well. So close to 1,000 HP. Thanks to the gifts and the money I previously had, I could purchase an aspect of the end. I got the final hub fairy soul from the Colosseum, and with that, I finally had 1,000 HP. I purchased an experimentation table, but then I realised I wasn't yet enchanting 10. I manually farmed sugarcane for ages to unlock the enchanted bookshelf recipe, and it also got me to farming 11 along the way, which will take. Day 49 came to a close just as I unlocked the recipe. Surprisingly, it turns out you only actually need 1 bookshelf to get decent power. I put a couple of enchantments on the sword, and that is basically it for day 50. How have you not subscribed to it? Like, what are you actually doing? You made it this far, and yet you're gonna act like you're not enjoying the video. What the f are you doing? Grow up, honestly. Hit the subscribe button right now. Thank you. Let's go on with it, shall we? I woke up on the sunny day 51 to collect minions. Didn't take too long, of course. I don't have that many minions yet. After I sold the drops, I deposited my coins and thought I had enough to buy an enchantment book for my sword. And I could not have been more wrong. Crypt ghouls are being killed for all of day 52 to try and get my combat up. I began day 53 by purchasing a griffin bear. Next, I decided to unlock the dwarven mines. For this, you need 10 of a few enchanted materials. So, I mined all of them manually, of course. And that's just me, I do everything legit here. I went back to Reese to give him the materials that I gathered. Eventually, he allowed me into the Dwarven Mines. I was going to the King to get some commissions to get on with, but Gary interrupted me with the Goblin Raid, so I did that instead. When that ended, I was awarded 20,000 mining XP, which is way more than I expected. Finally, I actually got commissions from the King, and I mined Mithril for a while, but also unlocked a minion recipe, which is very handy. I farmed for literally all of day 55. I don't know what else you want me to say. Day 56 began with me getting critical 5 on my aspect of the end. Next, I bought a few talismans from the adventurer, then reforceable to Itchy. I then realised that I didn't have the accessory bag unlocked. The day ended with a tier 1 redstone minion in my inventory. I started the next day by doing the super pairs minigame on the experimentation table. I got 87,000 channel XP from it. Later in the day, I was at the Cherry Workshop once again. 80,000 coins for basically nothing sounds pretty good to me. I purchased a repelling candle to stop all the mobs from spawning on my island. I need a bit of peace and quiet. Decided to place it at the top of the portal frame, out of the way, and I'll probably never see it again. Round 2 of super pairs, let's see what I'm going to get. This time, 91,000 XP. This clip is the last you'll see of the cobblestone platform for quite a while. Not much took place on day 59 apart from me getting 2 miner's armor pieces within about 10 seconds. I'm really trying to get my combat level up, so not too much footage for day 60, apart from killing zombies and skeletons. All of these miner armor drops are filling my chest. Time to sell them. Only took 1 minute, but there are now multiple armor pieces on my auction. I bet you can't guess what I did for the rest of the day. Just take a guess. I dare you. Just as day 61 was coming to a close, Combat 14 was acquired. This morning, I began from collecting the fat profits from our auction. 30,000 coins is pretty respectable. Combat time once again, and I decided to purchase an Enderman pet, and I have no idea why. I decided to sell a lot of my saved up minion drops to buy an Ender helmet, leggings, chestplate and boots. Now purchasing the enchantments, reforging the armor to fierce, enchanting the armor. Turns out it had taken me multiple hours of grinding combat XP to remember how OP crypt ghouls were. The rest of my day was spent placing a junglewood minion to finally unlock that jungle axe. I thought I might give Slayers a go today. Started off by doing a tier 1. It was extremely difficult. Thanks to the rewards, I now have exactly 1000 HP in my ender armor. Here is me. I know you're jealous. I did the Wolf Slayer just enough to unlock the Radiant Power Orb recipe, and here I am hitting combat 17. Today is off to a fantastic start. Unlocked the Jungle Axe recipe, and it has at long last been crafted. It's cherry time once again, which not only means gifts, but also ice collection. With the ice minion down, I intended to unlock the recipe for the magical water bucket. Yet another day spent on combat, this time achieving level 19. To be honest, the double XP from Hypixel being down has helped massively with this grind. I've been saving my minion drops for ages, and I'm ending day 67 with just over 1 million coins in the bank. It's day 68, and we are beginning by unlocking the magical water bucket. I did fishing for a very long time until I finally unlocked the fish hat. Here we are, fish hat equipped, water bucket in hand, I'm ready. And I forgot the coins. I managed to successfully buy it this time, so well done me. Purchased a book from the auction house to enchant the axe before I ended day 68. I got the Dwarven Mines and Dungeon Hub fairy souls, but forgot to record it like the clever little kid I am. I feel like foraging today, which is weird because I hate foraging. This is good because wood collections also make my Raider's axe much more powerful. Maxed oak collection, and I got foraging 13 in the same second here. Moving on to jungle now. I'm quite close to leveling up that collection as well. Got to the next level of birch collection, which means the foraging aspect of my Raider's axe is now maxed. I'm visiting the end on day 70 to try and get the kills up on my Raider's axe. For every 500 kills, you get +1 damage, and over time, that's going to add up. At 999 kills, one more, I get another damage added. This should hopefully put me at over 6,000 damage. It did indeed, 6,016. Very nice. After a day of killing, Combat 20 had been acquired. I finally had the money to purchase some mystical soup, and after all this time I'm making more progress on the cobblestone platform. We're getting closer and closer to day 100, and I want to have a nice looking island to show for it. I got a bit lucky in the end today. Dropped 2 ender pieces in about 5 minutes. Just hit 3,000 kills on the axe, slowly but surely getting more damage. Back in the end on day 72, I'm doing the small bit of mining required to unlock the portal to the end. And I spoke to Goofy Goober over here, and did the end race a few times, and easily got under a minute, but couldn't quite do it in 48 seconds. I'm thinking of relaxing a little bit and building myself a nice little house. I have a lot of land, so I could build something quite nice here. After a whole day of building, the house was finally complete. I put my storage on the bottom floor, and my enchanting stuff on the top. I purchased a god potion to make this process a bit easier. My plan is to basically remake my island, because it isn't exactly the most pleasant thing to look at. This was a long task that took basically all day. I added bridges to connect the sections of my island together, and moved all my stuff from my chest into my storage room. It was very worth it though, looked much cleaner this way. Had no clue what to do on day 75, so was back in the end doing some stabbings. Hit 5,000 kills on the Raider's axe, which is very nice. Obviously after all this time my pearl collection would have been rising, so here I am hitting Ender Pearl 7, which means I've collected 15,000 so far. I wasn't really that far from the next combat level, so I finished the day by reaching combat 21. The Hypixel summer event starts today, and the first thing I did was claim the summer rewards from the salesman at the hub. There's a spooky festival in 30 minutes. I decided to spend the time foraging because I was quite close to leveling up, and here we are at level 16. The rest of the remaining time before the festival was used doing the fire trial. I got to trial 9 before the festival began, so I'll come back to this later. 300k for my inventory alone, looking pretty good. All of the killing Enderman dropped me 3 pieces of Ender armor, so that's 120k right there. And finally, all of this candy sold for 555k, which means I made nearly 1 million coins in an hour, which was very worth doing. Back to the fire trial on day 78. I completed trial 10, however 11 killed me, so it looks like I'm done with it for now. Felt like unlocking some minion slots today. I'm only about 14 away from the 12th slot, so that's the goal. On screen is me crafting each of the minions. Unfortunately, this did take the whole day, but I did succeed in said goal. I purchased a stonk pickaxe to make stonks, even though I don't plan on doing any mining. I was about to mine 2,500 cactus to unlock the sand collection, but apparently you don't need to do that anymore. Day 80's final objective is to get my griffin pet to uncommon. It was quite expensive, and I was beginning to regret it already. Started day 81 with getting an absolutely insane amount of enchantment XP. Finished day 81 by unlocking the super compacted 3000 recipe. I spent day 82 on the alpha network to try and get a sneak peek of what the Dwarven Mines update was to bring to the table. Before that, I still had to unlock Heart of the Mountain 2. Fortunately, I had an uncollected quest, so that process was made pretty easy. I was now allowed to enter the Crystal Hollows, and I have to say it did look absolutely incredible. And if I'm honest, just spent the day exploring. Unlocked the personal deleted recipe on the dawn of day 83, and that made it so my inventory didn't fill when I was killing Enderman. So I killed Enderman, and then I killed a couple more. Then I switched it up and killed some more. On the topic of Enderman, I spent the entire day killing them, and ended at 10,000 kills on the Raider's Axe. Doing commissions on day 84, trying to unlock Heart of the Mountain 3 to gain access to the Crystal Hollows. I decided to do the raffle and the Dwarven Mines with the chance of some free stuff, and I got 16,000 mining XP, so definitely worth doing, can't really complain. Day 86 now, and we're getting closer and closer to that magical day 100. Doing more commissions for the king, and actually just finished one. Oh, yes! Today's the day I get my special pickaxe from the alpha server. I hope it's good. Thank you for that one. I decided to purchase some more talismans today to try and get my damage up. If my goal is to get a summoning eye on day 100, then I need the damage to do so. I started with 3.4 million coins and I'm down to 992,000. I wanted to buy a better pickaxe. The picker number seemed to be an absolute bargain. It only breaks 5,000 blocks, but for 500,000 coins, I'll probably just keep buying them. Also grabbed an efficiency book, because I might as well. This pickaxe is actually really good. 500k for 1600 mining speed is a very good deal. Day 89 started with me hitting mining 20 midway through a commission. Took me 20 minutes, but the commission is finally complete. Only 10 days to go. Today began with emptying minions, and the budget hoppers had a lot of coins in them. After selling the resources, I had over 8 million coins in the bank, so that's pretty cool. I'm browsing my skills on day 91, and mining is fairly close to being leveled up. So I just spent the day mining Mithril. Mining 21, it was all worth it for the 4 extra mining fortune. The final activity of the day was the experimentation table, and after getting 500k XP, I splashed myself with more levels just for the fun of it. Day 92, collected minions. After that, went to the brand new Blazing Fortress, but got shut down because I wasn't a high enough combat level. And I have a minor confession, it may have been over 8 months since day 92, and I did entirely forget about this, but Christmas is around the corner and I do want to get it done. Back to the game at hand now. Day 92 was mostly me realising how long it had been, and this was my reaction. Oh no. So yeah, I was as surprised as you'd expect. The morning of today was spent collecting these glorious profits. 3 million coins from diamond minions was insane. 20 mil. I should take year-long breaks more often. I then wandered around for ages trying to figure out what to do with the remaining days, and I noticed that I wasn't too far from the next mining level. I'll let Pastor do the talking for this part. Okay, so I've got to mine 420 of these. Very funny, boss. I mined and mined and mined some more. I did a bit of mining. And that's enough of that. Where would I bring it to? Who the fuck is Don Espresso, bro? I couldn't find Mr. Espresso, so I gave up and finished the task at hand. On the morrow of day 95, I leveled up, but I forgot to record. Thanks, Dirk. I just realised I meant to be doing voiceovers for this shit. Well, really? I then died to mobs with 20 HP. Visit me for 100k. Hello? Shut up! I decided to spend the rest of the day doing the Jerry event, and I was very upset that they removed the snowman. I decided I need to finish this video on a high, so I thought of the ultimate goal: killing an ender dragon. I need to farm thousands of zealots to get 8 summoning eyes. I'm not broke, I'm placing all 8. I farmed, and finally, I had all 1 eye. This has taken hours. I already got bored of farming zealots, so I just built a podium for this summoning eye to stay in to represent the journey I've been on to get to this point. It doesn't look great, but it's good enough. Back to farming zealots on day 98, and no lie, I was very sad. I bought an aspect of the dragons on day 99, and again spent all the day farming zealots and still got nothing. At this rate, I wouldn't be able to fight a dragon on day 100. I had to think of a new strategy. On day 100, I suddenly managed to get all 8 eyes. Placed all 8 eyes and got 1,000 damage. That's what we love to see. I then put some Crusaders on and stood on top of the bank to give you the outro of a lifetime. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's been 585 days since I announced this video, and I know it probably wasn't even worth the wait, but to make it up to you, I'll try to have 100 days hardcore out by February. Hopefully it won't take another year. Please like and subscribe if you made it this far, and I'll see you in the next video. Merry Christmas and goodbye, my friends.